Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform, whether that's Apple, Spotify, iHeart. No matter which one it is, you can go there and give us that 5-star review. You can email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. And of course, you can always follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast. Right there, you can message us, you can make comments, whatever you want to do. As I am sitting here on the Chattahoochee watching the tubers go by.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
BJ
episode
Odom.
206.
26. Thank you. I was curious. Yes, BJ Odom live on location from Helen, Georgia, on the river, watching tubers go by. You can, if you look at his, you need to post that video on the whatchamacallit,
On my Facebook, yeah.
On the podcast Facebook page, because I saw it on yours.
Yeah, I'll
right?
do it on the podcast.
Yeah. So have you done any tubing yet?
Well, let's just say a few years ago, my daughter took me on a nice exotic vacation, and I got into the hammock and I flipped it over and fell out. And she has given me strict orders that I am too old and too feeble to go tubing down the Chattahoochee River.
Thank God it was before the era of smartphones and smartphone cameras, or whatever, I don't remember. But my then wife and in-laws on a cruise to the Bahamas, and you stop at their little island, whatever the cruise line island is, I don't remember who it was. And yours truly tried the exact same thing, got into the hammock, and it just flopped right over and flopped me face down into the sand. And there was great laughing and a good time was had by all, except for me, watching Bill go face first onto the beach.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yes.
I was the same way as people cackled from miles away.
Yes. So anyway, you're on vacation. Look at you. I know you're not, our listeners can't see, but you are actually using your iPad to do this and record this and holding the microphone in your hand. Will your arm last the hour? You're okay?
I think so.
Okay, good.
If worse comes to worse, though, and maybe I'm wrong, you and I are Florida guys, and I swear it is hotter here than it is in Florida. And, we go to the parks, Disney and SeaWorld every once in a while. And, man, we went walking around Helen the other day, and it was brutal. There's not a whole lot of shade there. And by the time the day was over, I was beat. And then today we went to I don't know, some
Dahlonega.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, your mountain towns.
I've been there not many times, several times.
I actually liked it better than Helen.
Oh, okay.
And I know people are going to say, I know why you liked it so much, because a Hallmark movie was filmed there one time.
In Dahlonega?
Yeah, and so Susan and I just felt like we were in a Hallmark movie the whole time.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so wait a minute. Let's look this up. I'm looking it up on my little weather app on my phone. Helen, Georgia, right now, 82 degrees.
It was definitely warmer yesterday. It was like 95, 96. And of course, the weather people on TV said with the heat index, it was well over 105, 107 degrees.
Right now, it says feels like 83, which doesn't seem like much, considering the fact that right now in Gainesville, it is 92, and it feels like, let's see, and with a heat advisory as I open my weather app on the phone, and it actually says it feels like 97. So typically right now, well, not five, as we record it. By the way, just for those who don't know, because BJ Odom is on the road and traveling, we are actually recording this on a Sunday evening. And in fact, when you and I are done,
it's
Saturday evening, excuse me, duh. Because that makes sense, because we typically play pickleball on a Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. And I don't think I'm going out in that heat. I'm just not. And besides, as we speak, it's almost halftime at the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. So I'll go out and watch the rest of the Jaguars.
Wow, I can't believe you left your TV as the Jaguars.
I just remembered that it had been because I think Alexa reminded me that it was the halftime score coming up, and not even halftime yet. But anyway, I've got her programmed to remind me of Bucks games and Jaguars games. So there's that. And our Buccaneers won last. I mean, first game of the preseason. Who cares? Nobody played. That Baker Mayfield didn't even touch the football. Well, I mean, he might have touched it on the sidelines, but did not play. And the Buccaneers ended up beating the Jets. But again, does it matter? No, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I hope it's because none of the players played, but I still hope it's because the Bucks will have a good chance. Because I am here in Georgia. I had to watch the Atlanta Falcons get clobbered by, they played Denver, the Broncos.
Okay. Okay.
And
I'm
yeah.
I'm curious to see. And he was on the other night. They had, because like you said, we're recording this on a Saturday. Thursday or Friday, there was a game the other night where in Vegas with the kid from Indiana, the Mendoza from
Oh, okay.
yeah. So and he played a little bit, but I didn't see any of that. But I'm looking forward to seeing him play, see how that goes. So anyway, going to be time to talk about football soon. It's going to be life just keep getting better and better.
Yeah, I'll get home here probably about the time this podcast comes out because we're going to go up for a couple of days to the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Right.
And then we're heading back south to the wonderful state of Florida.
For a guy who keeps complaining that it's never hot enough for him, he's sure been bitching about the weather.
Well, I think too because we were usually even if I go to one of the parks,
Mhm.
this old geezer usually takes his motorized
Scooter.
and I didn't have the scooter. And you've been here to the Georgia mountains.
Of
A
course.
lot of inclines up,
Mhm.
inclines down,
Yes,
inclines
yes,
up.
yes.
And I think that's probably maybe what got me. I think it's the heat, but I slept good last night, so that's one good thing.
I'm sure you did getting that little workout there for sure. So yeah. No, I was at actually my partner Miss Mary and I were in Dahlonega last fall. Yeah, because we went up. Um, our friends, the Wagners, Vicky and Rick Wagner, were going on vacation somewhere to meet up with family somewhere. So we went up there and dog sitted and cabin sitted in Blue Ridge for their dog. And then one of the days, Mary and I, took the car and we drove to Dahlonega, which is fine. Yeah, nice barbecue place in an old gas station. I forget the name of it, but there's a nice barbecue restaurant in an old gas station just off the main square there in Dahlonega.
Oh, that's where my wife wanted to go, but we went to the seafood restaurant because we've been eating, I don't want to say crap, but we've been eating crap for the last couple days. And I
Uh,
said, I want to go get, some grilled fish or broiled fish. I don't
so
want,
you, so you went to the mountains of northern Georgia for fish.
well, my wife wanted to go to the barbecue place, but I just said, we've been eating too much crap. Here I am. I have turned healthy with my mentoring, with my, heart
I
rehab.
know, I know, I
So
know.
I just said, I don't want to eat no more crap. So,
And that's not a bad thing. I'm not sure barbecue qualifies as crap, but
well,
it's okay. I get it. I do.
compared to what we've been eating, because we've, we've already, our vacation, we've only been gone for less than a week and we've already hit 2 Buckies with,
Oh, well, there you go.
I know there's 3 more yet in the cards on the way home.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's okay. I got that.
So
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I got plenty of barbecue and I was ready I had green beans as my side. My wife got French fries, but she got 2 sides with her dish.
Hmm.
And she got, what are they called? Brussels sprouts, grilled Brussels.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah, so I ate
Hel-
some of those too. So I
Healthy
was really
green
healthy
vegetables.
today.
Wow. I was going to say I'm proud of you. I'm not really, but good job. Good job. I'm sure your nutritionist and doctor friends would applaud for you there. So there you go.
Oh, by the way, we're going to have to give a hashtag to Hilton and what did you say this was again?
Hampton.
Hampton Inn. Because, here I am, people even watching me from the pool price saying, what's that guy doing up there talking to himself? But I'm overlooking the pool. I see the Chattahoochee River and I see all these rafts going by. The only thing that really bothers me, and I've been bothered for the last 20 minutes since I've been out here. I see two rafts that are either anchored or kind of up on the bank on the other side of the Chattahoochee.
Yep.
And I don't know if they fell out and they drowned or if they're visiting people that live in that cabin over there. I have no idea, but there's two of the inner tubes that are just parked there. And and it looks like they're still in the water, but they're not moving and no one's in them.
Probably no sharks in the river at this point.
No, I don't even think it's that deep. I saw a couple guys out here fly fishing earlier today.
Nice.
But about a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago, it started thundering and I thought the lightning was going to hit. And there was people still going down. And I said, whoa, that's going to be a fun ride if it starts pouring down.
I did the one here in my neighborhood, Itchituckney. I did the Itchituckney here in North Florida, and in the pouring rain. I mean, it didn't start that way, but tubing down the river and the rain starts and it's like a cold rain and it's like, well, what the hell? That's better than it was. It was crazy hot. Now it's chilly and I'm okay with that. And the water's, the river is 72 or 76 degrees no matter what. So, okay.
Well, I was thinking, I could handle the rain, but if it starts lightning, I don't know if I'd want to be tubing down a river with lightning in the air.
The lightning is not going to hit the river. It's going to hit the taller trees around the river. But the problem, of course, is those trees fall over on you and then you're in trouble either way. So yeah, I get it.
So yeah, maybe they are safe then, even in it's not me. So who cares?
Right. Unless they're sinners, then I might worry. If I'm a sinner, I might have to worry about somebody's wrath.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, they just go, like those duck games, at the county fair where you pick up a duck and look at the bottom and you win a prize.
Yes.
They're going just like those. I mean, they're just like one after another. And it is Saturday, but it's crazy. I mean, yesterday there was a few, but today it's just like, they're coming down in the groves.
Droves.
I don't know.
The word is droves. Droves is the word.
Well, I'm not going to drove down there.
And it's just as busy here. My dear partner, who has a part-time job as a cashier at the local Walmart, the one closest to the University of Florida. Classes start on Monday as we record this, and she says she says in all my years at Walmart, never seen it this busy, never. Yeah. And just parents with kids and roommates with kids and roommates, and she said there was one father. It's a funny story. She said there was a father and son, parents and son, but the dad was checking out with the kid, and one of the things that they were buying was a Gator baseball hat, a University of Florida, Gator baseball hat. And Mary says, so I asked, Dad, is this for you or the kid? And is it going with the kid to school? And the father said, oh, hell no. That is going to my office to sit on my desk. So when I have to ask myself, where the hell is all my money going? Oh yeah, that's where it's going. So I'm like, that's good. That's a good story. So there you go.
Well, maybe we can take our first break of the day and come back, and I'll continue to watch the tubers float way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Ooh, thank you, Alan Jackson. We'll be right back.
BJ Odom here from Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. A reminder, my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, isn't just a medical story. It's a survival story filled with humor. Oh, and heart. It'll make you laugh. maybe even cry, and definitely believe in second chances. More parts than a chicken nugget. Available now on Amazon.
Hey, Bill here. If you're retired already, like I am, or if that date is just a little bit off in the future, here's a fun fact you probably already know. Retirement is changing. Compare your parents' experience with your own retirement. Two very different experiences, I'm sure. I know it is for me. Everything is different. Some things for the better, some not so much. A lot of people, myself included, are still working in one way or another, well into our retirement years. For some, the extra income is an absolute necessity. For others, it's simply the desire to stay connected to the community or to continue to make a contribution of some form. If you planned your retirement based on income levels and prices from 10 years ago, well, I'll bet things have changed for you as well. A little extra money has gone from nice to have to must have. I get it, I'm there too. With that in mind, I'm starting a cool new project, and I'd like to invite you to be part of it. I'm putting my old reporting and writing skills to work, and I'm writing a weekly newsletter for people like us who want to bring in some extra money post-retirement. There's so much opportunity these days, it's crazy. All you need is a laptop or a phone and an internet connection. Every week, I'll dig into some of those opportunities, share stories of others who have tried their hand at a new business in the next chapter of life. The newsletter is free and available online each week. Next time you get the chance, surf over to www.bizwithbill.com and sign up. I've got some free resources there too to help you sort out the real opportunities from the scams. Again, www.bizwithbill.com for the free newsletter. See you there. BJ Odom and Bill Stevens. BJ coming to us live and direct from Helen, Georgia, not Montana. Boy, Helen, Montana is probably beautiful right about now, but never been there. So cool. When are you, as we were, like I said, just for, not that it matters to our listeners, but we're recording this early on a Saturday night because it's just working out easier that way because you're traveling. Tomorrow you're leaving for Tennessee?
Yeah, we'll leave here tomorrow, and we'll go to Chattanooga. We're going to stay at the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Nice.
We're staying there for 2 days with some friends that Susan had in school down at Three Oaks middle school, I guess it was.
Wow.
And then when that gets done for 2 days, I think we're going to start traveling. When we leave there on Tuesday, we're heading home.
Wow.
Well, we'll be home by the time this drops, or, you could be in the middle of robbing our house and we could be walking in at any time. Oh,
if I knew exactly where you lived, maybe I would, but you weren't talking about me specifically, were you?
No, but but like an idiot.
Right.
If you go back and listen to episode 205,
the one before this,
I mentioned, that you were
going to be gone. Yes.
And since I had a long drive, I figured let's throw on the podcast. Let's listen to a little BJ and Bill and see, like an air check, what I can correct or what I can do better.
I hear this coming.
And I know what I can do better from now on, not having the podcast play while we're leaving on vacation with the wife, who is always freaking out about somebody robbing our house, and that playing on the podcast. It did not set well for at least 100 miles or so.
Well, when you get home and the house has been cleared out, you'll see. I gotta ask: you get home and the house has been cleaned out. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends on which one of us you're talking to.
I know. I'm trying to get you into trouble again. I know.
I don't think I better listen to this on the way home.
I think, like Dr. Fauci, you should take the fifth and choose not to answer that question. Thank you very much. No, that's okay. That's okay. No. You could stand to lose a couple of tons of stuffed animals out of your house. Nobody would notice.
No kidding. Yeah. Not me. Now, I will admit, because like I said, we started yesterday in Helen, and it's all Bavarian. It's kind of neat. The architects did a great job downtown. It's like you're in Germany or whatever.
Yes.
Bavarian city is. And we had schnitzel.
Cool.
Yesterday. So I had schnitzel and enjoyed that. And, but I did like where you guys went. I did like the Hallmark movie town better.
Dahlonega.
My personal preference,
Okay.
but
Did
maybe
you walk
because
the little downtown? Did you walk the square there
oh yeah, we
downtown?
walked the complete
Yep.
square.
Yep. When we were there, we spent about 2 hours in one little art gallery because Mary struck up a conversation. It was a cold and rainy day, and it was like nobody was in town. It was a weekday. Nobody was there. We struck up a conversation with one of the gallery owners. He broke out some wine. It's like, okay, we'll sit on the couch and just chat for a while, which we did. It was great. It was great.
Well, that was good about yesterday though when we did go to Helen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Friday, and it was a Friday like before we went up there like about 10 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and we walked around till probably about 2 or 3 or 4 somewhere in there,
Right.
maybe 4 or 5 hours up there,
Right.
and not very many people at all. Now
Cool.
today it's Saturday, and we were walking around the square. It was a lot busier than Helen was.
It where you are at up there, northern Georgia, it's all touristy stuff. I mean, even where our friend Vicky lives in Blue Ridge, unbelievable the difference I mean, I visited her and Rick, her husband, when they moved there. Wow, 15 years ago. 15 years ago, maybe more. And it's like she would always tell me, "Oh, if I see two cars, it's a traffic jam. It's crazy." And now you can't get near the downtown on the weekend. It's packed wall to wall. And the little narrow sidewalks, forget it. I'm like, if the city had any brains at all, they would close the streets to car traffic on the weekends and just make them all pedestrian walkways, which they probably will have to eventually.
The only
So
thing,
busy.
though, I think
So busy.
I think that's kind of a main artery, though. I don't know for sure, but I think that's a main road.
The one of them is, but the one where the shops are at
Yeah,
up
that's
up the hill a little bit
yeah.
is just a 2-lane with shops and side. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're not listening to me, and I'm not, what do I know? But I'm just saying, it's just all of those little small towns are so being overrun as tourist towns. I guess that's the way it goes.
Well, that's like too. Yesterday, Friday, I'd come out here and sit on my balcony, and I'd see, like 3 or 4 tubes go by and then nothing.
Right.
Then maybe a couple go by and then nothing. Since I've been sitting out here, it's been basically nonstop tubes. I mean,
tubers.
You see them like, in packs of 8 and 10. And, yesterday it was like a couple here and maybe you'd see 4 together, but yeah, it's night and day as it was yesterday on this balcony.
I'm happy to not live in a touristy location. Gainesville is not really touristy, but it's a university place. And so, football Saturdays, forget it. Don't leave the house. It's a football Saturday. You're not getting anywhere. And so it's similar in that regard, but I don't know. I'm gonna break a little rumor here. And that is I'm thinking about my next location already. I'm starting to think where I'd like to go and where I haven't seen yet.
Well, I know I'm supposed to look around Chattanooga and give you a.
Yes, I'm giving you a big thumbs up for that one. I've heard good things. I've never been there. Mary and I were watching something on TV the other night. There was something on YouTube or whatever and she's like, "Oh, have you been here and here and here?" I'm like, "I've never been there." And she's like, "Oh my gosh." So anyway, we're going to go up there. We'll probably go visit our friends in Blue Ridge, and then because it's only like an hour and a half from Blue Ridge over to Chattanooga, and then we'll go over there for a while and see what's going on. I don't want to move to northern Georgia, but I could be open to something else. Hopefully a little cooler. I know you like warm. I like a little cooler.
Well, that's like while we're up here, and watching the river go by and everything. I go, "Oh, it'd be really nice to get a little place, right here on the river." But then I think, but in December, January, and February, it's going to get way too cold for this guy for that time of the year. Unless I was rich enough to have a little cabin up here for the summer.
Yes.
And then have a little place down in Claremont for the winter. That may.
Yes.
But my bank account doesn't show that.
Yeah, no. I hear that. Besides, it's not really cool enough up there, is it? I mean,
today it's not. And yet
that's what I'm saying. It's no different. It's no different there than it is here.
I know it's a little cooler today than it was yesterday, because yesterday was brutal.
Right.
But today's a little better because I couldn't even sit out here on the balcony for more than 5, 10 minutes without saying I got to go in and get in the
Cool
air
off.
conditioning for a while.
Cool off. Yeah, no, I get it. And so I would, if I were having a summer camp, like, that's one of those when I win the lottery thing, when I win the lottery, summer cabin, yeah, but it's going to have to be like, I don't know, Upper Peninsula of Michigan or something like that, way up out of the middle of nowhere. As long as they got internet, what do I care? So,
Pretty cool.
yeah, yeah.
I never, I've often thought about moving to the mountains, like even, Tennessee mountains,
Mm-hmm.
around Gatlinburg or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the older I get and the colder I get, I ain't going nowhere.
And you're losing so much damn weight. I'm surprised you're not like freezing. You have no padding. You have no insulation.
Oh,
You're
you
like a
know
bare
what?
wire. You have no insulation.
I hate to say this and people are going to laugh, but I remember I used to be able to go into a restaurant and sit on a bench, no problem. I sit on a bench now for more than 10, 15 minutes. My butt hurts.
What are you saying? You got no padding
I
back
got
there?
no padding down there. It's like, yeah, man, I said, man, I wish these were, soft seats because this ain't making it. My hiney ain't buying what they're selling here.
No, that's one of the pieces of getting old that I never thought. Well, it's not a problem for me at this point because I'm not nearly, I could stand to lose considerable amount of weight, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I never thought about that. I never thought about, which is interesting because my partner Miss Mary, she has a similar issue. She has not a lot of padding back there, so she always says can't sit on any hard surface for a long time.
That's me.
You two
Oh.
need to get together, I guess. I don't know.
But we were talking about, learning, living in touristy areas.
Yeah.
I remember Fort Myers. We lived on Daniels Road. And of course, if you would go out of our neighborhood out to Daniels and you would go, well, one direction, you'd go to the Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
Go the other direction, you'd go to the Minnesota Twins.
Yes.
So we had to have baseball schedules on our refrigerator and we were going to go somewhere. And we wanted to know, do we go up or do we go down?
Right.
Or do we just stay home? Because there's games at both locations today.
When we were in Fort Myers, when we did the Mel's Diner thing for the show, I remember driving past the Minnesota Twins stadium going, oh yeah, I remember that. And it's like, that's the same road that it was before. That's not Daniels. What is that? I forget. I
6 Mile
forget.
Cypress.
6 Mile Cypress is still the same 4 lane, but then you get to the crosstown streets, Daniels at one end and Alico or whatever at the other end, and it's like, oh my God, these are like 8 lane highways now. So
It's
yeah,
crazy.
and you want to go back there,
You know what? You sound just like my wife when we roll into town. 'Cause usually we get off on Daniels either sometime, even a couple
right?
times we've gotten off on College.
Right.
And she looks at me and she goes, "So you want to move back here, huh?"
And you have to tell her, yes, yes, I
Yeah,
would.
I like it here. Now, I will say this though, where we are now,
Yes.
we're in a really sweet spot. But I'll tell you, if we go north, traffic to me is not bad at all. It's like,
In Claremont, you're talking about.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not Arcadia or Zolfo Springs, but it's not bad,
Right. Right.
But you go south, you got all that Disney and Orlando tourist traffic. Like that. We have a Walmart south of us, and we have a Walmart north of us. And if we go to Walmart, we're going to the north because when you
Right.
go to the south, it's just tourist crazy. They're
Wall
all
to
in there.
wall. I your little town, when I was down there visiting with you that once, I don't know, a year or two ago by this time. That's a nice little town. Whatever that Claremont
Well,
downtown.
that little downtown, yeah, it's got the
Super
lakes and
nice.
everything. It's got the lakes and
Super
everything. It's a
nice.
nice area, yeah.
But it's so close to everything, all the big time, like you said, to the Disney and the SeaWorld and the everything. I don't know. I just don't know. It sounds like a lot of work.
Well, even since you've been here last, and it's really funny because I did come from Daniels Road in Fort Myers, where it's like a madhouse.
Right.
But I love looking at the Claremont Facebook page and people going, oh my God, this traffic is so bad. I can't handle it anymore. I need to move. Claremont is just not the town it used to be. It's all this traffic, and I'm going to town going, you people are crazy.
You don't know what traffic is.
Yeah, let me show you my old world for a little bit.
Right? Well, everybody has their own, everybody has their own experience. Whatever. I get it. The problem is here we are in Florida and it's still a desirable place to be. Although, as I watch my real estate gurus on YouTube, they're talking about how several of the towns in Florida that are like losing value because they're, not the hot spots they used to be.
Well, I will just say where I live and where my daughter lives, but of course
Mm-hmm.
she moved to that location like a year before we moved to Claremont, but we're like 15 miles away from her. She's on one side of Four Corners, we're on the other side of Four Corners and off of Highway 27. And both of our real estate markets are now, I mean, I'm seeing houses sell for more than what I bought mine for. But in her neighborhood, she's underwater right now. Her neighborhood, it's and they want to move and they're going to put their place up for sale, but she's afraid to do it. Well, you don't have to sell; you can still put it up because they've looked at a couple, areas that they really like that
Mm-hmm.
they'd like to move to. So I don't know what'll happen, but like I said, of course they've been, she's been there probably 4 years. So I mean, she's got maybe some equity into it, but compared to what she spent for it,
Yeah.
she might lose a few dollars. And
That's I'm so many, not so many. Several of my friends have asked me that question over the years, several different times in several different ways. Gee, Bill, why don't you just buy something? Don't wouldn't you like to own your own place? And my answer is always a strong hell no. Why would I want to invest in real estate in an area where, oh, I don't know, the next hurricane that comes along wipes it out? Or it's just, I don't, I guess I'm just comfortable being a renter. I've been that way all my life with a very, 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 very brief period when my then wife and I bought a house, the one she still lives in Fort Myers. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It's not for me. That's all I'm going to say. Not for me. Welcome back. Episode 206 of BJ and Bill, the podcast, coming to you live and direct from Helen, Georgia. Look at that. BJ's gone to hell and back. Well, he's still in Helen, so close, I guess. As always, if you're enjoying this podcast, we would love it if you would leave that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts, whether that's Apple or Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music. We're on all of them. Feel free to leave that 5-star review there. Feel free to visit us, leave your questions, comments, your vacation pictures. If you want to share some vacation pictures on the Facebook page, just do a search for BJ and Bill, the podcast. And as always, if you'd like to email, you can find our inbox at bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. Ta-da!
I'm going to put the tubers up as soon as we get done with this show.
I already was on your Facebook page once and saw some tubers. You have more
No,
video, more
that was
tubing
on
video?
my personal page,
Oh, okay. You're
BJ
going to move
Odom,
it.
and my
Yeah.
Instagram, because Instagram now and Facebook are connected. But I'll put it on the BJ and Bill, the podcast page also.
Perfect. I was talking to a friend and I'm just noticing in the back behind me, I was talking to a friend on a Zoom call yesterday, and they said, "Oh, that's a nice bookcase behind you." And I said, "Yes, normally BJ Odom's More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget is sitting there, and it's not. And what the hell happened to it?" And I just slid it back onto the shelf. So I apologize. Your book is not being displayed in its proper place on the bookshelf behind me. I know.
I am so bummed though, because when we were in town today, we went by a bookstore and they had a sign that said exchange a book. And I said, "Oh man, if I'd only had my book," I said, "I don't even need an exchange. I'll just give you my book."
What a great idea.
but I
What?
didn't have the book with me.
I understand. I understand. Maybe you should put like 6 or 8 or 12 of them in the back of the car. So just for this occasion someday.
Well, we were a little ways out of town and like probably 45 minutes to an hour. And I said,
And
oh, damn. I meant to
and you
bring some books in case, you know.
and you could have you could have, if you'd have been really good about it, you could have called the bookstore in advance and said, "Hey, I am a world famous author and will be in town. Would you like to do a book signing
They would have laughed me
on
right
set?"
out.
Of course they would have. What's that name again? Wait, what?
And you know what I found out? If you are on, if you like, mine's on Amazon. If
Right?
you're an Amazon self, published author, a lot
Yes.
of times like Barnes and Nobles and all those other bookstores charge you to come in and do a book signing. And they get a percentage of what you sell that day.
I
But
hadn't heard that.
yeah, so like if you're on Amazon,
Right.
they don't have access to your book. Well, they do on Amazon, but
Mhm. I hear what you're saying. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that I was almost going to say what a ripoff, but then that kind of makes sense if they don't have more parts than a chicken nugget available on Amazon right now. If they don't have more parts than a chicken nugget on the shelf and can't sell it, what's the use of having you? And
yeah.
if you bring in a case of books and you're going to sell them, well, okay, good for you. But yeah, I
Well,
think I would probably want a piece of the action
yeah.
too.
Well, they did say though, even if you're on Amazon, you got to pay, and then they get a percentage of also the books you sell. So it's
Do you
it's
know? I'm just curious. Do you know how much it is
what? No.
to go in and do the
Remember
book
our
signing?
friend Kristen, who was on the
Yes,
video with us years ago.
sure.
She's been writing a bunch of children's books, and she goes to Barnes and Nobles quite often. But I think she may have a publisher now, but I know in the beginning she was having all of them published by Amazon.
Right, right.
So, but yeah, I should have brought some. Dummy me. I
It's
had
all
I,
right.
I had it in my plan, but my plan didn't get remembered because I'm old. I don't remember shit.
This is what the reminders app on your iPhone is all about, young man.
Is that
I,
what
I
that's for?
That's what it's for. I've actually gone as so far as to when I push the button on the side of my iPhone, the little shortcut button or whatever, it pops open the reminder and says, "What do you want to be reminded about?" And then I just talk to it and it takes a reminder. Just saying. Just
You know,
saying.
you know what I'm going to do after this podcast?
Tell me.
I'm calling my son and I'm going to say, do you know that we are on episode 206 and we've yet to take 1 week off? I know
There
you've done
you
it. I know you have podcasts. I know you have friends with podcasts. Every now and again, they take a week off.
Yes,
EJ and Bill, nada.
we are here. We are here for our fans.
Yeah.
All three of them.
No, four today because I got a little one right in front of me that the wife got out here on the balcony.
It's a dog, BJ. It's a dog.
Well, you know what? She bought this fan actually today
Yeah.
at Walmart.
Yeah.
And because,
Oh,
okay.
you're talking a real fan. You're talking a fan that blows air.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was your dog that was out there
Oh,
on
no,
the
no, no,
patio
no.
with you. Yeah.
No, but I do have a dog story here because
Oh,
she
okay.
went into Walmart today and bought this fan because we have our little dog with us on vacation.
Yes.
And so she's been in her little stroller the last 2
Hmm.
days when we're,
We have
going.
a gosh darn dog stroller too.
And my wife just said today, we've got to go somewhere and get a fan because it's too hot in that stroller. So now I'm using the dog's new fan.
Isn't it great to know what the priorities are in the Odom household?
Oh yeah.
Fan for the dog. BJ Odom. Oh, he can fry.
I, I can't let the wife listen to this. I know I can't.
Yeah, no, you better not.
But I'm
Better not.
old school too. And like having a dog in a stroller, and no one said anything to her. We went into shops. The other day we went into an actual restaurant, but she was in her
Oh,
stroller, but she was in
oh,
her stroller and everything. And the waitress said, "Oh yeah, you can bring her in because it's really hot and we need to cool off anyway." But I usually let her when she wants to go into a store. You can go in. You and the dog can go in. I'll sit out here because I just feel
right.
I feel like if people's looking at me, you know, Although I do like sometimes she leaves the dog outside with me
Right.
and goes in a store, and then I get all these women go, "Oh, that's such a cute little puppy. Oh, what kind is he? Oh, yeah,
Can
you
I
with my
pet him?
daddy?"
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
going,
yeah.
okay, it's not that bad, I
It's
guess.
not that bad. We are now. Miss Mary's little dog is literally a service animal. Has the papers, the whole thing. Wears the vest, the whole
Oh,
thing.
so
So
does
we can literally we could take the dog anywhere. That's not a problem. But yes, Walmart, Sam's Club, in the shopping cart. Oh, can I bet? I'm talking. And I tell Mary as we're walking in, I'm like, okay, no dog show today. We're going into shop. Can we not stop and talk to everybody who wants to stop and pet the dog?
Well, I will tell you this, and it was so funny. And I told my wife this, and she believed me. A couple years ago, we went to Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the little dog in the stroller.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of the shops she wanted to go into didn't allow pets. So again, I'm setting on the curb, not on the curb, kind of a windowsill by the curb. And
Yes.
if you've ever been to Nashville, there's a lot of homeless people there.
Yes.
And so I'm sitting on the curb, kind of like, and I got the dog on with me, and people are walking by, and I'm waving to them. When she came out, she goes, "Oh, how was it?" I go, "Man, life, I made $10 a day. People are just giving me money because they thought I was homeless with the little dog." I didn't really make the money, but I told her, I said, "I made $10. People thought I was one of the homeless people with a dog."
If you'd have gotten a cup or something like
Yeah,
that, you could have made.
I could have made a mint. I could have paid for that vacation, daggone it.
I hadn't thought of that, but what a great idea. What a great and now you're gonna have me thinking about that one. Next time somebody has to go in, it's like, oh, I'll stay outside with the dog. Sure.
Yeah,
Get
get a
myself a
cup.
little get a cup or a hat. Put a hat on
Oh
the
yeah.
sidewalk. Oh yeah.
Can you play the harmonica or anything or guitar?
I'll work on that. I
Flip on a
will.
couple chords and sit out
Ah.
there with a cup and
I have a harmonica somewhere. I don't know why I do, but I have one somewhere. I think I inherited it from my father, and I think he just bought it at a garage sale or something. But it's a nice one. But I've never tried it or anything like that, so I don't know. We'll have to give it a shot.
I
Oh
don't know what's
man,
going on here. All of a sudden I had a thing saying restricted, so I don't know. Maybe I'm
restrict.
restricted from their internet using it so long. I don't
Oh, maybe you're being on the internet too. Well, if you get cut off, that'll be the end of the show.
know.
That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. That's all I'm saying. So, okay. But yeah, no, you're fine for now. So it's okay. So what a great idea. Anyway, there you go. There you go. How long of a drive from where you're at to Chattanooga?
About 2.5 hours. That won't be too bad.
Okay.
Because remember, we
Okay.
went into St. Augustine first.
Yeah,
And
you
that
took
was
the
like,
long way around.
I know, and that was like 440 miles to here. And as we got about 100 miles from here,
Hmm.
it was nothing but single lane, whiny. And I'm not talking about whining like little baby whining or drinking
Winding
wine.
with
I'm
a D,
talking winding,
winding.
winding roads.
And you've been able to find places to plug the car in all along?
Yeah, and like less than 2 miles is a supercharger here.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm in good shape.
So you're going to charge it up before you head out for
Oh yeah, we'll
Chattanooga.
charge it. And then of course we'll probably have 40% when we get to Chattanooga.
Mm.
And then we're just going down 75. And I've taken that route before.
Oh, yeah, me
There are
too.
charges all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it- I was going to say, but the important question is there a Bucky's between here or between Helen and Chattanooga?
No, but there are one, two, three from Chattanooga to where we're going.
Oh, sure. On I-75 coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you will, I'm going to have to look that up on
Well,
the map because
it's
you're going
shown
to
me.
have to go back to Atlanta.
No, it's showing me two routes from here. One, we actually go all the way up somehow to 75 and then come back down a little ways. And the other route takes us to 75, but we're like north of Calhoun, if anybody knows Georgia. So
Hmm.
it's kind of weird, but it all looks like windy roads all the way there.
I'm going to have to look it up. But like you said, when you get to Chattanooga, that's on I-75,
Right.
basically.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we're off on 20. I think it's 20 or 24
Yeah.
because we're going to the Chattanooga Choo Choo,
Oh,
which is
you
like
keep
right
saying that.
downtown.
You keep saying that, and I don't know what that means. But I
That,
mean, I
that's a
know what it's.
hotel
I
resort,
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
So we're gonna want to see a lot of pictures on the Facebook page.
Now, here's one thing that I didn't like coming here because, I upgraded from the
Mm-hmm.
2024 to the 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I got to see if I can figure it out. It takes me to charging places like when I still have like 60 to 40% somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
It takes, especially when you're doing the windy roads, it takes
Yes.
me off the beaten path to a charger.
Off the beaten path. What do you mean?
It takes me to a supercharger, but it's off the route that I'm on, obviously. But
Yeah.
like I even looked like, oh, I can charge here, then I can make it all the way to Helen. But the stupid thing had me stopping. It has me stop like about when I'm down to about 50%, it's taken me to a charging point. And I know there's a setting I can go set. I just have to get the
Oh,
knowledge to do it.
I see what you're saying. So the car starts panicking before you do.
Yeah. And so it says, okay, we're gonna go charge now. And I go, I don't want to charge now.
You already got, but it's only 50%, like you said.
Yeah, I know that in another, because I got another 150 miles, and I know within another 70 miles,
Mm-hmm.
there's one like right on this route. But no, it wants me to go to that one. So finally, we went to the Waze and just started using Waze up here. Didn't
That's
use the
funny.
car's GPS.
I hear you. I hear you. So I just opened up my favorite Google Map. I am a Google Maps fanatic. Apparently, I should be working for them or something like that. So yeah, as I see where you are from Helen over, there's Dahlonega there. Wait a minute, where's Helen then? Well, yeah, boy, that drive you have tomorrow. Actually, you're going to be going through Blue Ridge to get to Chattanooga, aren't you?
I don't know.
I think so. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to go, but you tell me. I mean, I'll expect a text message or two along the way to see where you're at. So,
How long has this podcast went?
what do you mean? How long has it went?
How long have we been doing this for
This
today?
show,
This show.
we're on 45 minutes.
Because I'm sitting on a metal chair.
Is your ass killing you already?
It's like, my God, my butt is killing me. I need a butt break here. I need to be back in my office in my
Comfy chair.
comfy chair. I thought this would be a good idea watching the tubers go by and doing this on my balcony. But no, this was a dumb idea. And then, of course, when I touch the side of the chair,
It's
it
hot as
must be
hell.
it must be like 500 degrees. I could probably
Right.
fry an egg on this thing.
Bake some muffins out there.
I think
All
it's
right.
I think it's about time to go back in and bother.
That's fine. I think you should. We can let you go early. That's fine. We just wanted to do a check-in while BJ Odom is on the road. So if the show only goes 50 minutes today, I don't think anybody will complain about us being 10 minutes short. We'll make up for it next week.
Hey, the son keeps telling me, if you want to take a weekend off, take a weekend off.
I know.
Can't wait to call him. No,
You should.
for us.
We are. This is the show. This is it. This is. Welcome back.
This is what we live for.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. I did that whole story last week, and I can do it again. Baseball theme. That's awesome.
Well, people that remember us from WOLZ, they're saying, are those two old guys still going at it?
Still going at it.
And I thought
still.
And I thought that BJ would have been long dead by now. What the hell is going on?
He's still alive and kicking.
I've told you.
Well, he's just kicking just a little bit.
I've told you, people, they do paperwork up in heaven. And somehow somebody lost my damn papers.
Maybe.
And they're probably going to get fired for it.
Probably.
But I don't know when they're going to find the papers, but it ain't today, baby.
Somebody finds that file. It like fell down behind the desk.
Probably did.
In heaven. Because they have desks, I'm sure. Something fell down behind the desks.
Probably
some maintenance guy some maintenance guy is finding the file.
Some angel's wing brushed it. And then it went down in between the filing cabinet and the desk.
And some maintenance guy is finally going to find it, like in 10 years or something, and say, I found this last night cleaning up. And the angel is going to look at it and go, holy Jason, he should have been dead 20 years ago.
Oh, man, I really farted them up.
Living on borrowed time. It's okay. It's all right. Another country song, right? Borrowed, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. If not, we can make it one.
All right, young man, I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go cool off. I'm going to take the dog's little fan and
I think you should.
With the air conditioner.
I'm going to go watch the rest of the Jacksonville game, although they were getting beat by New Orleans. And again, doesn't matter. First week of spring training of
it doesn't even matter the third
preseason.
Week.
It doesn't matter.
I don't bank on anything with preseason.
Nope.
The first game, then I start banking on it.
Yeah, absolutely, positively. Baseball's getting good. Tampa Bay Rays are still in first place. It's all good there. So we got baseball to play with.
And
for those who care, the Little League World Series starts next week. I watched some of the preliminaries this weekend. I enjoy that. It's fun just to see the kids playing baseball. It's fun.
And I've been watching the Fever, which is basically the same thing.
The little kids playing.
I mean, I tell you, women are catty. They're just guys, they get mad, they'll punch. Well, I swear the claws come out.
Right. When you in any sport, well, you don't see it so much in baseball because they're not in each other's face, but like basketball or whatever, some guy will like shove another guy, and then it's over. It's all got the shove, got the reaction. Maybe somebody got the foul. Maybe they just separate them. It's over. We're going back to play. Not so much with the ladies. Not so much. So, just my opinion. All right, brother. You take care. Everybody else, have a great week. We appreciate you being here. Even if it's a shorter show, we appreciate you hanging around with us. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please leave us that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Visit us online. Visit us at the Facebook page, BJ and Bill the Podcast, or email bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. BJ Odom will be back in his comfortable, cool, and well-padded office. Until then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya!
Take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a pickleball call.